Hey, good evening, fans of the TQ Pace Carpet Oval Premiere podcast, hosted by yours truly, Chris Fowler. Hey, tonight's guest is a repeat. It's Mr. Anthony Mangold from Darlington RC Raceway. Like I said in earlier videos and everything, we're going to try and cover all the major series that we have in the Midwest. So far, we've had the Ohio State Series representative on. Tried to reach out to the actual head of the MCOS, but Anthony Mangold is agreed to step up and just cover a little bit about it. He was our first guest on the podcast. We attempted to use Facebook Live, and unfortunately, my camera on my phone was total garbage, and the content was good, but the video, not so good. So we decided to basically do a do-over and then combine some MCOS stuff in it tonight. So, as always, tonight's podcast, we want to thank Duffy Energy for sponsoring our podcast. They came on board. Their energy drink is really good. They got some really good flavors. So eventually, we're going to post a link down below, and then you guys can order it and go get charged up for many victories this season. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in tonight's guest. It's Mr. Anthony Mangold from Darlington RC Raceway. How's it going, Tony?
Good, Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Other than trying to race back from New Jersey and dealing with the trucking aspect, now it's time to put the race hat and the race shirt on and do what I do best: sit down and talk for 45 minutes.
Yeah, good to hear that you made it back to Indiana safe and sound.
That's the main goal. We go out, earn our money, and come back so we can come back and hang out with you guys and do podcasts and do some racing.
Yep.
Speaking of racing, I know when we did our first podcast, the video wasn't so great. Like I said early on, this is a do-over for you. So you've also got a MCOS race coming up on Saturday, Friday and Saturday. The MCOS invades your new track.
Yep.
Let's talk about that for a while.
So MCOS race will be here. I'm going to open the track on Thursday morning, 10 o'clock for practice. We'll stay open till I think I got either 9 or 9:30 posted for practice on Thursday just to help run the track in. We had a good group here this past Saturday that the traction is coming up in the track. It was good Saturday. So
what were they turning for lap times around there in 13.5 specifically?
Yeah, 13.5 was down in the 3.5s. I look for that to pick up a little bit. I know personally ran my 21.5 and it was a little faster than it had been. So, the traction's coming up. The track is in good shape. So we'll be open Thursday for practice. That's a $15 practice fee, and then Friday we'll be opening from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday for practice. That practice fee is included with your first entry. So if you're racing with us on Saturday, Friday practice fee is included in your first entry of $35. So
nice.
Come join us Friday, whatever time you want to get here after 10 o'clock. As we'll show here shortly, this is on my property here at home, so it's a little different than a retail setting.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
You get to sneak out from the misses, in the middle of the night when an idea pops up, and you can just go out there, put your flip-flops on or whatever, turn the lights on and go turn some lamps and test that idea and then sneak back in, right?
Yeah, I could say that. Yeah, that's possible. I haven't done that. So, yeah, we'll be here Friday morning from 10 to 10. The goal is to shut the doors at 10 o'clock. So let's say you shut practice down at 9:30, 9:45 or whatever, everybody go home at 10, or not go home, but go to the motel, whatever you're doing. And then we'll be back here Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. We'll open the doors we'll practice from 8 to 11. Plan is we'll have drivers meeting at 10:45. Well, I should say, I guess we'll practice till 10:45. We'll have drivers meeting at 10:45, and then racing will start at 11. We'll do
11 o'clock.
Yep, we'll do 3 heats in a main. So however long that takes, we'll let the MCOS group kind of dictate how fast we run through that. The plan is for Friday for the folks that are here. With this being a rule setting, we are going to bring food in. I think I've posted some
Pretty
stuff
cool
on
idea.
some stuff on Facebook just to give everybody an idea what the plan is. So Friday we're planning on bringing some personal pizzas in. There's some options for that.
Cool.
Pizza King is the closest thing that we have. It's in a small town that's close by. It's closer than actually the town we live in. But good options. So we'll do pizza on Friday night for whoever's interested.
Got to keep them racers well fed.
Yeah, and also we have hot dog. I got a hot dog roller here, so we can cook hot dogs, and we got chips and soft drinks. All that stuff will be stocked up. We'll make sure we got plenty of that stuff.
Track food is always great.
Yeah, but hot dogs get kind of old, so we're just trying to give a little bit of an option of some pizza.
Got to
So
have
we'll
those options, man. Got to have those
Yeah.
options. Food's food.
So we'll do that. So we'll do that Friday night. Saturday, we're going to do some hot subs, and we may actually have some donuts Saturday morning. I think is the plan. Christy's going to run into town and pick up some donuts for everybody. Though the donuts will be a thank you from the track or from myself and my wife.
Make sure and get everybody
for
wired
coming.
before a
Yeah.
green flag drops.
And then for lunch, we'll do Pizza King again, but we're going to do hot sandwiches. Let's see, the choices are Stromboli, chicken bacon ranch. They've got a pulled pork sandwich, and I think hot ham and cheese. So we'll do
Nice.
a 6-inch sandwich with that, chips, soft drink, and a candy bar for $10 as well. So
Hey, that's a good deal.
yeah, not really profiting anything off of that, but pay her gas and a little bit.
Well, it boosts the local,
Yep,
food
yep,
economy, around the area.
absolutely.
That's a big thing too.
And
Because
that,
I know when I had the moral series and stuff, I tried to couple racetracks or whatever. When we visited there, I just grabbed a off the wall pizza joint and be like,
Yep.
hey, I need like 6 pizzas and I need this, I need that, and I need it by noon. Can you do it? And they're like, oh yeah, we got you covered. And I'm like, I'll
Yep.
use you again.
yeah, the folks over there at Peace King have been great. And for the folks that like me that are diabetic and probably should not be eating pizza or bread or any of that kind of stuff.
Dude, I had no idea you were a diabetic like
Yeah.
me.
So speak up. There are other options, salads or something like that. So private message me that. I'm not looking for anybody to put that out there as a public knowledge or any of that. I'm not looking to evade any of the privacy or any of that, but message me and we'll do what we can to try to accommodate
That's awesome, dude.
whatever.
That's awesome. Being a
just-
diabetic, I'll be honest with you, certain food choices, they're not
Yep.
the greatest, but hey, when you're starving or whatever and you can't get
Yep.
away, sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and
Yep.
take an extra pill.
Yeah. And I try to manage mine by my diet. So I don't know. I don't know how you do it, but I try to avoid medicine at all costs.
Well,
So I try to do it
mixture of
somewhat.
both.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard like you're a truck driver, so I'm sure it's hard to do it on the road, but, so
I
yeah,
just buy the
I
same
have a
stuff
little bit
every
of,
week.
yeah, I have a little sensitivity to that. So, so
Well,
anybody
it's great
anybody
that
that's
you're a track
coming,
owner that takes that into consideration and is, not everybody can do that. Not everybody's willing to do that. So that's a definite plus for Darlington there.
So anybody that's coming, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm not, so we'll do our best to try to help you out, I guess, because you can't run to a store.
Thumbs up. You get 2
It's
on
kind
that
of
one.
it's kind of different than some of the tracks we race at. So
I know. You and I have toured tracks all over the state, all from here to Florida
yeah.
and whatever.
So that's this weekend. We should looks like we're a pretty good turnout. Looks like we've got 40 of the 50 pit spots or so saved. Or people say they're coming. And I
Nice.
think there's 3 or 4 that are not on that list that I've had some communication with. So if there's anybody out there that plans on coming, please reach out. I've got some flexibility. We could add some tables and whatever if we need to. I just don't want to go that far if we're not going to fill them.
So
So
the race, it's only Sunday. The race
Saturday.
is on Saturday, and
Yep.
you've already got most of the pit spaces already reserved and almost near sellout capacity.
Yep.
That's great, man. That's
Yep.
great.
Yep. I've got 50 spots set up right now, and there's roughly 35 to 40 of those filled on the list for the MCOS. It shows 35 of them, but I think there's a handful in there that are people that I think are coming that haven't say, hey, save me a pit spot. And then I've got some locals out of Lafayette that I think are going to be here that also haven't caught on to our oval thing that where you need to save a pit spot. So
That's awesome that some of the old crowd that you and I used to hang out with down at the old Lafayette RC racetrack
yep.
are coming up there to Darlington and
Actually, it's probably going to be some new folks.
new folks.
Yeah, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard a whole lot from the old guys. It'd be great to see them
I'm
down here, even if they come
surprised.
down here and check us out. And they
Oh,
know who they
neat.
are. Hopefully, they're watching. But yeah,
Cool beans.
so a little bit more about the track, schedule wise, weekly schedule wise. Check out Darlington INRCRaceway.com. The schedule is posted there. Um, that's where I'm going to continually update or post the schedule. I've
Good
got through
deal.
December scheduled on there. I don't plan on changing it, but if something were to come up family wise or whatever, and I need to change it, then that's where I'll change it at. If I post it on Facebook, it becomes kind of permanent and it's hard to change it. So
Right.
um, we're going to use the website. You can
Mm-hmm.
buy stuff off the website, but I'm not really. That's not the real goal of this whole thing. So um,
So
but,
you're hosting this weekend
yep,
one of many MCOS races that's
yep,
on their schedule.
yep.
So how many races is on their schedule and what locations is the MCOS going to
Okay.
invade besides your racetrack this year?
I'll say the MCOS is 5 races. So we got the October 10th and 11th here, which is this coming Friday, Saturday. Then the next one is November 21st and 22nd at Crash and Bash in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Then the next one is December 12th and 13th at Hobbytown in Batavia, Illinois. For folks that don't know where Batavia is, that's just north of Chicago. And then January 9th and 10th, we're going to go to the big track, the lower level in Niles, Michigan. They do a great job up
Yeah.
there. That's I don't know if they're trying to build it.
That's Indiana's newest snowbird
Yeah.
replica track up there.
Yeah. I don't know if they want to build it as that, but that's what it looks like. And we plan on being in attendance for that one, or I do. I plan on being in attendance for that one.
I'm going to try.
Um, And then the last race, which I think is what they call the championship, and they do some stuff at the last race, is February 20th and 21st in Oshkosh at Revolution Raceway. Um,
That's the home track of the
that's the home
MCOS.
track of the MCOS where Mike
Yeah.
Makis and the crew are
Just
based out
just
of.
just like the lower level is the home of the race master of the moral.
Yep.
And I'll be honest with you. I talked to Phil. He's excited about the MCOS, making a stop back up there again. It was a lot of
Yep.
fun from what he said. He's excited. He's looking forward to it. He's
Yep.
looking forward to sitting down and meeting with you and talking about racetrack stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah. That is one of the stops that I plan on making. Going to make at least one other one. Um, so we'll see how the schedule goes and what I'm able to do. But I do plan on going up to lower level for sure.
Oh, you'll love it, dude. You'll love
Yep.
it. Everybody's good natured up there. The track surface is top notch. You know, honestly, I have a tendency to walk across the racetrack, and Phil pulls me by the ear like this and be like, dude, you're not supposed to do that." I'm like going, yep, around the
Yep.
outside. And he has a sign on there that says around the outside.
Yep.
So
So
everybody
funny.
sees it.
So funny you say that. We're going to be set up the same way here. When we'll do a little walk around here in a little while, but we should be able to do the same thing here to stay out of the groove and keep the track clean. That way, I don't have to run the vacuum.
Well, the guys that are coming in there on Thursday, they're coming in there on Thursday and Friday. They're practicing. They're making that groove the best that it can be.
Yep.
So why walk across it? Put a footprint across it.
Yep.
That's just being totally disrespectful for all those guys.
Yep.
Because they're coming in there, they're helping you burn in a groove, get the track top notch, so they can get the best run possible. Why walk across the groove and just put a thing? And of course, so we've talked in the past about down at Birds how aggravated some people get when their guys are in the groove scrubbing their tires in, and then the faster classes they go full bore down the straightaway, they crank it hard left, and they ended up doing a loop right in the middle of the front of the field, and their race
Yep.
is over just
Yeah.
because all that slime and gunk and everything else.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so do you have a rule in place that if you're going to scrub in, you got a scrub table, or
Yep.
you
We
just do
do.
it off in a
Yep.
corner?
Yep. We've got a scrub table down. It's got a fairly new piece of carpet on it.
Right.
So it's not soaked with tire dope. Um,
Cool.
so that's going to be that's what we're going to do. We're scrub them off on the table. And yes, I'm one of the oval guys that like to go out there and scrub it in the groove or whatever, but we're not going to do that. We've got
I
the
used
stick.
to. I
Yeah.
used to, but a friend of
We've,
mine who we both know actually smacked me upside the back of the head one day.
yeah. So we've got the sticky stuff at the end of the driver's stand where you'll come off and possibly walk on the carpet
That's a
to
good
clean your
idea.
feet off. I've also got it in corners. Let's see, it'd be 1 and 4 where you would enter the track and walk around to corners 2 and 3 as well to clean your feet off. So there's really no reason why we should be walking it in the groove per se.
Right.
So hopefully I have enough of that down. If we need to put more down, we will. But hopefully we can use what we have. Um, so yeah, that's the goal.
Cool. So I take it you're excited, ready to go. The wife's excited and everything.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. We've been gearing up for this for a little while. I think we're ready. But we got the hobby shop stocked up with the stuff I feel that racers are going to need. Do we have everything? No, but we've got a pretty good variety of
well,
stuff.
well,
Uh,
Bill from Ovalworks is going to be there. So
yeah,
anything you don't have Ovalworks or work on another car, Bill's definitely going to have it there.
yep. And to be honest, I've got probably just about all those parts on the wall. So, um, as I don't have car kits and that kind of thing, so don't think you're going to come in here and buy a car kit. If you want one, message me, and then I'll reach out to Bill and Melissa over there and see what they can do for us. No promises, but maybe they can hook us up and bring us something over here on Friday morning if you want to build a car track or whatever you want to do. So, but
Yeah.
as far as auxiliary stuff, shocks, shock shafts, springs, those kind of things, all that stuff's on the wall. There's not unlimited supply of it, but we do have it here if you were to bend a shock shaft or need some World GT tires or some rubber tires, either Accelerate or CRC, we've got both.
Cool
Um,
beans. So I have a question. Tire dope. What
or,
brands of tire dope are allowed on your surface? That's
all right.
one question that everybody has, you know, that has a track and just starting out. It'd be like, so do you allow SXT only? Do you
Yes.
do the whole,
Yeah.
mudslide deal?
So
You
what
know,
we're yeah. So what I'm doing, and it's in the rules on the website. So I ask everybody to go check that out if you got questions. But SXT 3.0 and J Dubs are the only two traction compounds we allow in the building. I think those are the two popular ones. So us oval guys shouldn't have a problem. SXT 3.0 is for the rubber
right?
tire guys for the most part, and then J Dubs. If it's
Cool
not
beans.
those two, if it's the slime or the 3.0 light or whatever it is, keep it at home. Don't even bring it in the building. If I see it, I'm going to ask you to take it out to your car or whatever it is.
Copy
Um,
that.
um, so
Copy
that's what we're
that.
going to do. Just trying to protect the carpet and make sure it's fair for everybody. Um,
Exactly.
I guess one of the other hard rules we're going to have is Friday night when everybody goes home from practice. Need to take your batteries with you. That way, I don't have to worry about whatever you guys are doing to your batteries. I don't have to worry about a
Yeah. Yeah, I
battery
know
blow.
my good friend Mr. Brinkman over there on Underground Radio. I tuned in on one of his podcasts and the video of a lipo fire that was shocking.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, you don't want that, especially since it's your personal building and it's on your personal property. Yeah, you don't
yeah,
want that investment to go up and smoke while you're sleeping.
no, I'd prefer not. So that's going to be one of the other hard ask. And I guess if, after everybody leaves and I walk around the pits and I find batteries laying around or they're here, they're probably going to be confiscated. You won't race with them on Saturday. Um, we'll put them away. I'll get them back to you when you go on Sunday. So I hate to be that way, but I'm not the only track that's like that. So just trying to be fair and protect my investment that I have going on here. That's the only ask I have is you can leave your other stuff here, put a towel over it, whatever you want to do. Um, but
But take your batteries with you
take
to
your
your
batteries with
hotel
you. That way I
room.
don't have to worry about something happening overnight. Cause I can't control what everybody's doing to their batteries, right? Um,
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what. We when we sat down and did this the first time, and you went around and you showed the track, and the video wasn't the greatest. Now that we got some good software and everything, let's show this baby off. Let's show what everybody is got to look forward to when they walk in the door. I
all
know
right.
you're up there at the driver or at the scoring table right now.
Yep. Walking down, flip the camera around here to see what happens. Oh,
There you go.
is that good?
Yep.
All right. So basically this is the hobby shop area, of course, bathroom, hobby shop area.
I love the
Got
checkered flag
yeah.
tile there, buddy.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of everything. We got shock oil, motor spray. We've got the good motor spray for you oval guys that are looking for that. We do have some of that in stock. Um, we've
Got
got
the
J
infamous
Dubs.
famous blue towels.
Yeah, we got the blue towels. We've got the J Dubs and SXT. I got more coming to be here tomorrow. Shock oils, setup station if somebody's interested in that. We've got all the 21.5 motors. We got batteries. We got 17.5 motors, Tekin batteries. Speed controls. We got Tekin and Hobby Wing. No,
Nice.
not a large inventory, but we've got one of each. So somebody, for whatever reason, needs to build a new car and they need some stuff. And then there's your wall of old works parts. Bill and Melissa have been great. So we've got all their stuff here. We've got the CRC pinions, IRS stuff from Barry. Barry's been great as well. Um, CRC rubber tires, just about all the oval bodies. Maybe one or two missing there. got the new Super Rad mod bodies coming. They'll be here hopefully this
I
week.
actually saw pictures of that body the other day, and I'm like, you know what? That'd be probably killer for breakout. I hate to say it.
Yeah. So that should be here this week. I don't have tracking on it yet, but that new body should be here. Um,
And there's the snack department.
the snack department. So we've got soft drinks, chips, candy bars. We'll try to keep hot dogs going as much as everybody's interested. Um, Announcer booth. There's a driver stand from corner one.
And there you go,
Kind of
racers.
going around.
How what kind of run line do you got there? Center line is about 145 ish.
Yeah, 145, 155, somewhere around in there. I walk up on the exit end of the driver's stand. I'm gonna walk up backwards. So this is the driver's stand.
Beautifully built, man. That is awesome.
So we got the track. That's 3 and 4. 1 and 2 down there at the announcer stand and hobby shop end. And then I guess we'll slowly move around here. That's the pit spots. Majority of the pit spots are going to be 6-foot tables. We're dividing those in half, so 2 people per
Each racer
table.
gets a 36-inch spot.
Yep,
That's pretty
36
standard
by
everywhere.
36 by 30 spot there. The only difference is the first row here is those are the tables that we acquired from the previous track. Those are 8-foot tables by they're 36 wide, so they're a little deeper, and we kind of divided them up to where there's a little more people. Let's see, there's 5 people per table or per row there.
Nice.
There's plenty of room, I think, because they're deeper. You can put your charger and stuff in the back, and I think that all works out. So we've got basically 50 pit spots set up. We've got a couple spots along the back of the driver's stand as well. So we put 6 people down along the backside there. Got power. Each row has its own circuit breaker, so we should be good there. Scrub table, tech table up here. MCOS group should be taking care of the tech, but we do have all the tech tools. So
Nice.
we got a meter with a bulletin there, so we shouldn't have to worry about anybody playing around with the batteries, as we've all seen in the past.
Nice touch.
Got a piece of glass there to check ride height, scale. There's a scrub table. I'll take that fan down, but scrub table there with good clean carpet. It's not soaked up with traction compound. And we'll move the tech table out so people can sit behind it.
Nice, man.
So guys coming in for the MCOS, I would plan on getting your motors teched as soon as you get to track. It's not like it's just like any other normal race that
They can do that on Thursday and Friday, right? Ahead of schedule.
Plan on Friday because I do not have all the tech stuff. The MCOS group is supposed to have all that stuff, and they'll be here on Friday at some point.
Nice. Well, I gotta tell you, dude. That is, you've done a beautiful job on that racetrack, man. It looks top notch.
Yep. Yeah, we spent a lot of time in here. In the spring when we ran, it wasn't finished. There's a lot of stuff that was bare wood and what have you. We spent the summer painting stuff.
Well, it looks beautiful.
Surprisingly, my better half has been out here painting stuff. She's never really been involved with anything to do with the RC stuff. But she's been out here helping and that.
So all those years when you would go out of town and race, I don't remember. I'm sitting here thinking I don't remember seeing her that much at the racetrack, except for up there at the old Raceway in Lafayette once or twice.
Yeah, it makes her sick to watch the cars go around in circles.
Yeah. But this endeavor here though,
yeah,
has kind of given you two like a bridge to share a common goal there, and have some fun doing it, laugh. I
Yeah.
guarantee you she probably took a paintbrush to your nose or something while she was doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. We've had a good time. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. She'll be take care of the hobby shop for the most part, this weekend. Um, and then anything food wise, she'll be trying to attend to that corner of what's going on. And I think we're going to have a little bit of help uh, from some other folks, local, and some people.
That's
I
good.
think I think one of them just TQ'd this weekend, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, all right. Which brings me to the next question. Out of all the folks that said they're going to be there, like how many of your regulars that have been racing with you since the inception of Darlington Raceway, how many are going to be at the MCOS? And I don't know, is there like a standout racer that races there that I don't know, you're kind of pulling for to
Um,
do really well this weekend?
I think we're going to have a good group, of our regulars. Let's see, one, two, three, or one, two, three. Let's see. We're probably going to have about
Probably
six.
one of
We're
the
probably
guys
going to
that's
have
been
6 or 7 regulars that are here, and I want to say from almost day one that have been here just about every race we've had, um, racing in some capacity. So,
so like this I know some series like for every race, they have like a name for it. I mean, does the MCOS do that? Have they called it the Battle at Darlington, or do they give out awards for every race?
um, there will be awards. So classes we're planning on for awards would be the tour classes. So it'd be, um, 21, 20, 21.5 rubber tire, 21.5 foam tire, 75 rubber tire truck, 75 foam tire car, and 13.5 super stock, and then low C NASCAR. Low C NASCAR would be
Your local
the
class that gets to run
local
at the
track.
MCOS.
MCOS is based off of running tour classes, and then they pick up the local classes of the track that they're, um, attending. Our local class, really, our biggest attendance one has been the Losi guys. We got a pretty good following out of Lafayette. Um,
Pretty big, that class is pretty big around the country, man.
yeah,
Those little cars are pretty popular.
yeah, they've
Although
been.
although I hear there's some rule changes coming down the pipeline soon though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Those guys have been running them. They started running them this summer up there in the parking lot in Lafayette, and
Now
then
they're coming indoors.
they're coming indoors. They've been
They're gonna
great.
love it.
Yep, they have. The traction's come up on the track, so um,
So they've had to scramble and change their setup, but
they
constantly
have.
change it when
Yes,
they come in.
yeah. Yesterday was a little eye opener, a little bit, but I think they'll be ready. We had some 13.5s running around here, so it brought the traction up a little bit more um, than what we had before. But the track is coming in good. Um,
Well, it's looking good. I mean, everything's all nice and new and shiny and freshly
yeah,
painted. All you got to do is bring the racers in, let them have some fun,
yeah,
and you get to have some fun too. You get you get to showcase all your and your wife's hard work
yeah.
and
So
the sacrifice and the time that you put into it. I think it's going to be a big hit, dude. I think
yeah.
they're going to love it.
So our main goal here is for everybody to have fun. We're all competitive. I'm just as competitive as the
Well, I'm
next guy.
competitive too.
Um, but the whole goal is here is to come and have fun. On our weekly races, we're running 3 heats in a main. I try to give everybody what I feel is their money's worth of coming and racing, but we also don't stay here 7 or 8 hours.
Right.
So I open the doors at 10 o'clock normally on a Saturday that we're racing, and we're done racing by 4:30 ish, 5 o'clock. So, basically an hour round is my goal. So we're not running boatload of classes. We're not running every flavor of the month classes. We're running the tour classes, which, to be honest, have been the rubber tire classes, 21.5 and 17.5.
Right.
13.5 super stock's been showing their head here a little bit. We've got, you know, Bill's in the backyard. He wants to practice. Um, Jay Bradshaw's been showing up quite a bit. So those guys want to run 13.5. We also got a couple other locals, uh, Mike Dugan, and then we got another young guy, Adrian, that wants to run 13.5. He's been practicing. Um,
How
yeah,
old is he?
that's a good question. I would say 18ish. I don't want to. Hopefully, he's not watching this, and I get that wrong. But around 18,
Young
17, 18,
blood.
19.
You can actually call him the young blood. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, he's doing very well. Um,
Well, you do know is the old thing is okay. The older you get, the wiser you get, and the more seasoned you get. Okay, the younger generation that's coming in when they if they do take to it, you know, they catch on pretty quick, and before you know it, we're doing this, looking over and be like, where'd that guy come from?
yeah. Well, he's been doing a little bit of drag racing, and
RC?
yeah, and they've been running outside in Indianapolis on the quarter midget track and that kind of thing. So he's not totally
Oh,
new.
he's one of RC Cordell's boys, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been doing very well. Um, so yeah, it's been a good group that's been showing up on a regular basis. Needed to grow a little bit, um, but everybody has a good time. We come in here and we kid around. We don't get too excited about something happening on the track. It's never intentional. Um,
Yeah.
so that stuff happens.
Well,
But everybody's
I
getting
don't.
better.
Well, I'll let you finish. Go ahead and finish. Just had a comment.
No, I was done. You're good.
Okay. I didn't want to talk over you because there's like some little delay. But I looked outside today, and even when I was coming across home or whatever, I was like, man, it's October and it's 86 degrees. I'm like, it's gonna be a while before I think when the first cold snap hits. I think that's when all the old racers are gonna run indoors. I'm really positive that the hot weather this weekend is like, everybody says October 1st is always the official start of indoor carpet oval racing. I'm beginning to think we need to move that back to like mid October or something. Because like here lately, the last few years we've had some major Indian summers.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We raced this last Saturday. It was a little warm. We've got some side doors here on the building. We opened those up to get some air ventilating through here, but it was warm.
Yeah.
But I think this weekend's supposed to be nice. We're mid 70s, I think, so it'd be great.
Well, I have a feeling it's going to be a barn burner up there or down there. I
And
really do.
hopefully not literally, but yeah, it's gonna be a good one,
Well,
I think.
you might actually be the walls may be busting at the seams. You got that fresh racetrack. It's all brand new. Some of them guys haven't been on it, but you know, like I said, they'll flock. Build it, they will come.
Let's hope. I mean, that's the whole goal. Um, so
Yeah, I know. It's I can tell you're excited, but you're also a little bit on the anxious side and
yeah,
nervous too.
yeah. I mean, it's our first big race, first time we put anything like this on, so there's a little bit of nervousness.
Well,
Um,
I'll be honest with you. I do believe you're in good hands because you're a seasoned racer for one, and two, you got that seasoned guy that's got a lot of races under his belt. That race master of the MCOS, Mr. Mankus.
yeah,
You
I
know,
think.
he'll be there. He'll be there to like take some of the load off. I know him well enough.
Yeah, I think we'll be good. Hopefully, we can pack the house. Um, we fill all 50 spots that I got set up. We'll set up some more. I got a little bit of room. We'll just have to move some personal stuff out of the building, which we can do. We can move it up to the house and make some more
Gotcha.
room. So, um, yeah, I think we'll be good. So,
So, so on your racetrack side of it, so we've covered the MCOS stuff. On your racetrack side of it, are you gonna try and do like maybe like one or two big club races? You know, where there's some awards every month, or
um,
and um, I don't think you mentioned what your normal what we would call club race fees are.
normal Saturday race fees are $20 first entry, 15 second, and 10 for the third. Really, we haven't anybody run a third class yet, but so 20 and 15. We're trying to, the schedule's out there. I've tried to do it like every other week.
Uh huh.
Um, with holidays falling in there, that hasn't been exactly every other week. Um, Looking at maybe doing something in January around whatever that first Saturday is in January. I think it's trying to look at the calendar here real quick.
You
Um,
could, from a promoter standpoint or whatever, you could probably do some kind of Christmas race.
yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything around Christmas, but January 3rd, I think I don't have the schedule out or done anything positive. I think we're going to do something around on that third. Um,
Some kind of New Year's Day bash.
yeah, and maybe looking at doing a small payout if we can
Ooh.
hit a certain number. Um, what I'm so I'll throw this out there. So looking at doing like a rubber tire championship and a foam tire. The two foam tires would be 21.5 and 17.5, and then the rubber
Mm-hmm.
tires would be the same 21.5 and 17.5. That's our biggest classes. And then maybe we'll do something for the Losi NASCAR guys. We'll do a small payout. So um,
So
the
kind of
finishing and
like New
the fin,
Year's Day.
yeah,
So you're gonna do you got the concept of a New Year's Day hangover classic, but it's a
yeah,
money payout race based
yeah,
on attendance.
yep. So if you run both classes, and depending on what your finishing order, you get points for your finishing order in the main, and then get a bonus point for TQ in either one of the classes. And then the winner with the most points would get the payout. Trying to finalize that a little bit and try to tweak it. Me and Bill have been talking.
Well,
We
there you
talked
go.
once
We
or
let the
twice
cat out of the
about
bag
that.
on the
Just
podcast.
trying to bounce ideas off of him of what may work. I'm not talking about a huge payout by any means, but just a little bit, maybe to entice some people to come. I think it'd
Well,
be fun.
maybe do like a hangover classic, payout race or whatever. But if like some of the other classes come in and they
Yeah,
meet the criteria, you get enough. You just
yeah,
take like some of the pot and do a percentage of it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, heck, even if a guy comes in, let's say you get like just throwing it out there, you get 10 breakout cars. They pay their entry fee or whatever, and out of that pot, the winner gets like $20, which
yeah,
is basically their entry fee back. So they just basically won their money back and you know, they can take that 20 dollars or whatever entry fee or whatever it is and go on to the next race and go support another racetrack. It just
yeah,
keeps on giving.
yeah. And that's kind of where I want to go, but I guess I have to be cautious on the classes that we publicize because five guys from one class that we don't publicize show up, then I'm not going to be prepared to give them awards. So
Gotcha.
would we let them run? Absolutely. And do something kind of fun with that? Yes. But I can't
Awesome deal.
promise awards to 15 people or 15 different classes and only two show up. That doesn't make
Right.
that doesn't make sense, right? So um,
Exactly.
I kind of have to go with what have been our popular classes here on a regular basis, so I don't feel that I'm wasting money or anything like that. So
All right. Well, hey, we should probably tie up some loose ends and call it a night. But is there anybody specifically out there that you want to give some kudos to for all the help, any advice, anything? Now is the time to give them their just desert for helping good old Anthony the Rocket Mangold to make this happen.
Um, I guess all of our regular racers that have been showing up, they know who they are. We've had good support out of Berry Hill, MSA, you know,
Very good guy.
IRS, all the brands that he represents. He's been great to work with. Never been hesitant on helping out with anything that I've asked or any order that I've placed. Even in the beginning when I was trying to get everything set up. So he's been great. Bill and Melissa at Old Works have been great to work with. Bend over backwards for anything that I ask for or trying to get something delivered or whatever it is.
Exactly.
They've been here and helped and willing to do whatever we've asked them to do. So thank you to them. And then all the other suppliers, um, so all the bodies coming from Barry. Accelerate's been great to work with, getting the new rubber tires. Um,
Good deal.
Donathan RC. We can get any of their products. We've got their lipo bags on the wall.
Their
Um,
cell phone cords are the bomb.
yep, actually, yep. My phone's plugged into one right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're pretty tough.
sort of all the sort of fast screws and bearings and all that kind of stuff. Nick Bell Racing has been great. We've got his bearings on the wall. Um, BSR tires, Tommy, um, been supplying me from day one with our WGT tires for anybody that needs those. We've got the Losi NASCAR BSR tires on the wall as well. Tekin, Tekin's been great. Um, Sherry
Tegan's
over
been
Tekin,
around for a long, long time.
they have. Um, they didn't hesitate at all to support us. I asked for a banner to hang on the wall. I had it in two
I saw
days.
that.
So, and then I guess last but not least would be the local hobby shop that the Losi NASCAR's guys support in Lafayette. Steve's Hobby World. It's kind of a different name than what you're used to, what you've known from the
I
days
know.
past.
I I think of days, old races over there at that place. Um, probably the one that sticks out. I think is the Super Truck Challenge that one of our mutual friends came up with.
Yeah,
I did not expect to walk away with that one.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was a shocker.
It'd be good if we can get that mutual friend back here on the carpet. I don't know. So, um,
Well, hopefully somebody puts the bug in his ear
yeah,
because it would be nice to see him back at the racetrack. But
yeah. We probably get hooked him up with a truck if he want to come down this Saturday and run. So,
well, if he's watching, he'll probably take you up on that.
yeah, all he's got to do is drive down here. He's only about 35 minutes away, 35, 45 minutes away. So,
Right on. Well, I know you got to thank the most important person, the number one, and that's your wife.
yeah, I need to thank her. This was kind of I don't want to say spur of the moment, but it came about pretty quick. She's been supportive 100% from the get go. So,
That makes a
yeah,
big difference.
we need to thank her. So now we just got to make it happen, right? So,
Make it happen. I think you're on your way. Usually, when you got a race coming up and you like take reserve pit spots. Ooh, there was a couple times when I was the race master of the Moral, and I checked in. I was like with the track owner up there, Charlie, at Grand River, RC up there in Grand Rapids, and he's like, "Dude, I don't understand why you're worried." I go, "Why?" He goes, I got 110 pit spots, and I got 99 of them reserved for your race. I was like, whew. I was like, oh my God, really? And I walked in the door, and we ended up with 106 on Saturday. Actually, 100 and it was what was it, 109? And I think Phil broke it last year. It was like 112.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a good turnout. I think it'll be a good time for everybody.
So you're 99.9% there. All you got to do is get the race off
Yep.
and have a flawless race. I mean, you got some warm up races under your belt, so everything should go right.
Yep.
I mean,
Everything.
you should be all set.
And we're using we have live time RC, so people at home can watch. Um, Decoder box, the 2-wire and 3-wire will work. So we haven't updated the decoder box, so the old AMB 2 wires work, the new 2 wires work, MRTs work,
That's
and
a good thing.
and
So
the 3 wires work.
everything works.
Yep.
So nobody has to go out and buy one from the hobby shop, even though you'd like to make some money off of that.
Yeah.
They don't have to.
I've got a black Milaps in the case. I have some MRTs on the way. I don't know if they'll make it here by the weekend or not. That stuff's coming from Europe, so who knows when it will arrive.
Well, I think we accomplished our mission so far. On my end, the video feed hasn't been choppy at all. No, we can see each other's faces. The racetrack looks beautiful. I would have to say you're all set.
Yep.
All you got to do is just run the event.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
there's anybody wondering, we do have Wi-Fi out here at the track. I have a guest Wi-Fi set up, so if you want to set a computer up or a tablet up so you can watch live RC to keep track of what's going on or look at whatever.
Sweet.
The password is up by the hobby shop. You can check that out. I don't suspect we'll have any issues. We've got fiber out here at the house, so we should be all right. Yeah. It's not in the bar. It's not in the shop, but we do have stuff bouncing from the house to here. So as long as my oldest son has done his stuff, we should be good.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming back on. I know, like I'm like you. This is all new to me, the podcasting stuff. But I gotta hand it to you. This is your second time on there. I give you 2 thumbs up, man. I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate
and
it.
helping us out and promoting the racetrack and promoting the MCOS. I'm gonna say goodbye for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna do some closing. For everybody else. Don't go nowhere, and we'll continue it. But
Okay.
for now, sit back, relax. Take a drink. You did well, man.
All righty.
All righty. All right, that was our sit down conversation with Anthony. I call him the Rocket Mangold because sometimes when he shows up at a racetrack and when he's on like a rocket. So definitely check out Darlington RC Raceway. He's put a lot of effort into it. As you can tell by the hobby shop, he's got top notch products. He's got a top notch racing surface. You saw the driver stand, you saw the pit area. I mean, he did not cut any corners. That is one of the racetracks here in the state of Indiana that fits it. If he builds it, support it. I've said it time and time again. We have track owners like Anthony, like Philly Phil up there at the lower level, up there in Niles, Michigan. Charlie over there at Grand River RC. They put a lot of time, they put a lot of effort. They've got some cutting edge technology, and even Chad over at Finish Line. They put the effort in. Now it's time for you guys, us guys as racers, and myself to walk in the door and support them. So continue doing that. If they build it, support it, make the hobby a better place. That's all I got to say about that. That's kind of like my closing, in my opinion. With that, I wish you all a great race weekend up down there at Darlington RC Raceway in the MCOS. Next week's guest has been yet to determine, but we do have to get a couple highlighted track owners on that we want to get. I'm going to be reaching out to High Rollers RC, a new racetrack up there in the Michigan area that specifically runs the little micro 1RC cars and the smaller cars. And then we're going to try and bring Ryan Zari on, our representative that from the Hooters Chassis Outlaw Tour, to talk about his series, his rest of the schedule, do a race recap in case you missed it, see about getting some race winners from that series, the Ohio series, and we're going to continue doing this all season long. We're going to even try and get Philly Phil in the studio with us to talk about the Michigan Oval Racing League. And we're going to try and get some guys from Tour on. I'm probably even going to reach out to a really special guest and see if maybe I can get him on here. But thanks for tuning in. I gotta give Duffy thanks for coming on board and sponsoring the podcast. They give you provide the fire, they provide the fuel. They'll give you the desire to take the checkered flag. With that, have a good night, and we will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. for the TQ Pace Carpet Oval Podcast.
Lightning inside me, so no